Okay, today we're going to talk about definite integrals, and this is a formula for definite integrals. This is our equation. The first step, we have to find the antiderivative of this part of the equation. And we have to find it with the power rule. The power rule is okay, the first step is to add 1. This is your n, so you have to add 1. So you will have and you add 1 to the 3, and then you will add 3 plus 1 here also. And then you have the 4, and in the x you will do the same thing. You will add 1 in here. And on the number 2, you will just add an x. Your next step will be to solve these. So you will have 1/2 x to the 4th, because if you add these ones, they're 4, and then 2 divided by 4, it's 1/2. And then you will have 2x squared, because if you add this is 2 and 2, so you will have 4 divided by 2, and it's 2x squared, and then plus 2x. And that's the first part. On your second part, you will use this. So you have your answer here, so you have to put it in here with these numbers. This is your b and this is your a. Let me explain. You will have 1/2, and where you had your x, you will put your b. Your b was 3, so you will put 3 to the 4th power plus 2 to the times 3 to the 2nd power, because where you have the 3, you had your x, plus 2 times 3. And then you have to put minus, because here you have a minus, and you have to do the same thing with your a, which is 1. So you will have 1/2 times 1 to the 4th plus 2 times 1 squared plus 2 times 1. And then you have to find this answer first, which is 129 divided by halves. And then minus, and you have to find the answer of this one, which is 9/2. And the answer of 129 halves minus 9/2 is equal to 16. Yeah.
Hello, so today I'm going to show you how to do Venn diagrams. Venn diagrams are used to classify information, if they have something in common or not in common. This is the information that we are given. We know that the information given is PA equals 35, PA intersection B is 10%, and P, not A nor B, is 20%. So the first thing that we have to do, we have to put 2 big circles here, because this is what is a Venn diagram. First of all, we know that 20% is not A or B, so we have to put here that this is going to be A and this is going to be B. Since we know that this doesn't go inside neither one of these circles, we're going to put the 20 outside. Remember that all of this has to add up to 100%. We know that A intersection B is equal to 10%, but we also know that it's PA equals 35. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract 10% out of 35, and we're going to put here a 25%. And over here, we're going to put the 10%. So if you add this side of the circle, it is 35%. So now we just need to figure out what the number is inside here, okay? So first, we want to know that this is going to be 100%. And we know that we have 25% over here, which is 35, plus 20, plus 10. So now we're going to place all of the numbers over here, and we're going to find out what is the value that we're missing here. So if we subtract everything that we have here, we are going to get a 45. You would get a 55, but you have to subtract 10% out of the final. So you would have 55 minus 10, you're gonna get a 45. So after you have the information completely done with all the percentages, we are going to answer what we were asked in the problem. Here we have P of B. And here I just put a cheat sheet so you can know what they're asking for. Here they're just asking for what percentage is B. Here, A plus B. Over here, everything but A. Here it's the same, and here, A given B, and over here the other way around, B given A. So now Enrique is going to solve all of these problems for you.
We will have to find only the B in the equation, would be 55%. And then in this one we have to find the A plus the B, which in this case would be 80%. Now everything but the A, it would be 75%. And everything but the B, so in this case it would be 45%. And now Ana Sofia will explain the last two.
Yeah. Okay, so now you have A given B. So your B is a total of 55%, which is all these. And what you have of A is 10%. So you will have 10 over 55. And B given A is the same, but the other way around. So you have a total of 35%. And what you have the same with B is a 10%.